Yeah, this is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast, let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast, it's an internet talkie show. We Are Podcast, you know the mouse knows. We Are Podcast, so look up an episode and now let's start the show.
Yeah.
All I need you to do is...
Fuck.
That's how it should be too. All I need you to do is fuck.
Yeah.
Just real hard and just drop the beat. Fuck.
Cause I just put that shit blunt. I'm not even fucking around with you.
I don't even got time for a drink. Let's go. If we're gonna make jokes, we might as well record them. Hello and welcome to We Are Podcast, the only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. This is episode 44, and my name is Matt.
And my name's Phil, the creator of the Overlord Tank Group. Thanks for being here tonight for the episode.
And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can follow us on SoundCloud, like, share, favorite, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave a question, comment, or email at podcast@gmail.com. And if you like, you can also follow me, Matt, on Twitter at Matt We Are Pod. Oh man, adding in a new fucking segment is a lot. That's a lot harder than I thought. When I just started getting it down, Phil, I had to add something new, didn't I?
A struggle.
It
was rough.
I'll get it down. I swear I'm a lot funnier. I'm not usually so awkward, even though I am. But Phil, I figure,
Matt, what time is it?
it's time for the Suicide Watch.
Oh.
Where we take an upcoming look at the dark and gritty DC Suicide Squad movie coming out in August. Hasn't even came out yet. We've seen the trailers. From what I've seen, I'm really interested in it. Suicide Squad. I really like the comics. I really like the concept. It's getting a sequel. Even before there's some kind of DC press meeting earlier, and they said, yeah, they believe in this movie so much that, they got Will Smith to sign back up on it. So maybe it'll be like the Deadshot movie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
About time.
Yeah. So, yeah. Even before this movie came out, it's getting a sequel. And what we were talking about is, you think maybe that's why? Because, Deadpool's the biggest thing ever right now. And DC, because Deadpool's, he's not necessarily, he started off as a villain, but, he grinds that anti-hero thing. Which is like what the Suicide Squad is. It's a bunch of supervillains being sent on, like, heroic missions, but, where Batman has a no-kill thing, Deadshot's just like,
They all have nothing to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you got to lose? You're going to sit in a jail cell and rot till your death sentence is carried out, or you're going to go out and do what you were going to do anyways. And like I said, in that trailer, that's why I love, because Captain Boomerang, he's out. You don't really know what's going on, but it looks like Captain Boomerang's in like a war scenario or something. People are shooting at him, but he finds a beer and he's like, shh. Because right, if you're, beer or toilet wine, Phil, which one do you want?
Beer.
Yeah. But you got to get shot at and have the rare chance of finding a beer while you're getting shot at. But, right? You're a world-class assassin. You're used to getting shot at.
Astonishing. But, he just wanted to indulge. He missed indulging.
Yeah. That's the whole reason of being an assassin in the first place. But, like I said, this one's, the one that's coming out in August is being rated PG-13. And that's the thing with the Suicide Squad. You can, there's never been like a defined team except for like Deadshot, Colonel Flag, and Amanda Waller. Other than that, you can pretty much mix and match any villain you want from the
DC universe and put him into the Suicide Squad. You know? And plus, that's a great way to add in new villains and shit, too, you know? That'd be a great way to introduce Deathstroke. You know, because Deathstroke's a mercenary, too. They did do a run in the Suicide Squad where Deathstroke joined the Suicide Squad, but he wasn't a prisoner. He joined because they're paying him a lot of money. And he wanted to whip the Suicide Squad into less of this rogue group of supervillains into like a military strike force team. You know, because that's what Deathstroke does. He's a fucking military leader, and if you pay him enough money, he'll stab the right people for you.
Deathstroke's an astounding character.
Yeah. And like I said, that way you can sum up his origin in like 5 fucking minutes, introduce him in a movie, and then have like a Deathstroke movie down the line if you wanted to. Which, now that I said that, maybe that's what they're trying, because Will Smith is Deadshot. And Will Smith, even though he hasn't made a good movie in like 5-10 years, still makes money in the box office. So maybe he wants to do like a Deadshot spin-off movie. Right? You know, do 2 Suicide Squad movies where he's the badass, and then do a solo Deadshot movie.
It's astonishing that Deathstroke has those stripes.
You mean his little pirate mask and booties? Or maybe it's what we feared. I just remembered. I can't remember what episode it was, but Jaden Smith, Will Smith's crazy ass fucking son,
dressed like a girl boy.
Yeah, who one of his tweets was, "Babies are the smartest people in the world. Then we teach them things, and then we make them dumber." Yeah, the boys. You know, to be rich and have parents that don't really care about you must be an amazing, terrifying thing. Just look at Jaden Smith. But Will Smith's been trying to make his boy into an actor just like him. He got him that Karate Kid remake movie with Jackie Chan, which was, But Jackie Chan got to play his favorite type of character, an alcoholic. So that's why he signed up for it.
Yes.
Right? It's like, hey, Jackie, we'll give you a couple mil and you get to drink on camera. Okay. You got it.
Can I catch fly with chopsticks?
Oh, you could do that, didn't you? Weird. And,
awkward.
Yeah. And then, I guess After Earth was a movie that was supposed to make Jaden Smith into like the action hero that Will Smith turned into like, after Independence Day, you know? And, well, we all know how well that movie turned out.
That's bold.
Well, you remember After Earth, remember? It's,
Speech Boy.
Yeah, Will Smith telling
I called him Speech Boy in that movie.
Will Smith showed up for like 2 days, just sat in a chair and was like, deliver your dialogue. I talk like this now. I do not feel emotion. Oh, I really do feel emotion. I love you, son, at end. Hug.
After a bit, I was just like, okay, Speech Boy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Will Smith made that whole movie to make Jaden Smith into an action star. So he got paid, showed up, sat in a chair for 2 days, just read dialogue, and that's all he did for the rest of that movie. Yeah. If a movie wants to pay me to show up for 2 days and just read dialogue and they'll edit that into a movie, I'll do it too. Tell me you wouldn't, Phil.
Of course, everyone should.
Morgan Freeman's made a career out of that in the last 20 years. The March of the Penguins. The penguin has a long and furious struggle against the cold. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
Morgan, what's it like to record documentaries? It's actually quite nice. I'm sitting here in a lounge chair with a mic next to my face. I have a nice cup of chamomile tea. I have my reading glasses on. I get a break in about 5 minutes. I believe it's scones in the waiting room. I love a good raspberry scone.
I am going to grow another mole.
I just explained something, so now I shall grant myself another mole. Thank you. I love it when Morgan Freeman explains things to me.
When Morgan Freeman's explaining something, that means it's okay.
Our long-running history of ripping off South Park. I forget what we're talking about. I am Morgan Freeman.
Like, I like when Morgan Freeman comes up and explains everything and makes it all okay.
It'll make a lot more sense. I am Morgan Freeman for We Are Podcast. You should listen more. You should like, share, favorite, and subscribe. Where's my check? What do you mean there's no check? Don't use that. I'm leaving now. You'll hear from my lawyer. No, somebody shoot this motherfucker. No, he's like, where's my check? There's no check. Somebody shoot this motherfucker.
Beautiful.
So that's the only great thing about Wanted. But no, this is what I was talking about. What I fear is Will Smith's doing DC a bunch of favors, so they'll cast him as Static in the Static, or cast Jaden Smith as Static in the Static Shock movie if they ever make one.
Crazy.
Oh, come on, Phil, right? Will Smith's be like, come on, DC.
But you said that wasn't going to happen now, remember?
Yeah, well, if Will Smith makes a bunch of money in a Deadshot movie.
I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Phil,
agree.
yeah. Will Smith makes a bunch of money in his Deadshot movie. He's like, hey, have my kid do Static Shock, and I'll show up in a cameo. And hey, Static Shock has electromagnetic powers, so Deadshot ain't really shit to him. Or he can just literally just pick him up by his guns and throw him down the street.
Cool. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, see, then that's end of the thing. Static Shock flies off to go fight a Ostrich or something. But I don't know. I hate Jaden Smith. He's a terrible actor. He's a horrible person, and well, he's not. I don't know if he's a horrible person. He's just, well, like I said, to be rich and have parents that don't really care about you must be a amazing, fascinating thing.
I think Jaden Smith is just vegan.
Is that why he's wearing a dress?
Yeah. Is he craving that meat?
Step into a Slim Jim.
Eat me.
I don't know. Like I said, he's just. That's what I said. He's just. I don't think that he's even a crossdresser or whatever. I think he's just like super rich, and so he's one of those people like Prince or whatever. Prince, I don't think ever wore a straight up like fucking tutu or whatever, but you know he's fucking so rich and kind of out of it that he can do whatever he wants. And no one ever tells him it's a bad idea. Like Donald Trump. No one ever told. Donald Trump never surrounded himself with someone that was like, oh yeah, Donald's a bad idea for you to be president. When's my check coming again?
Yeah. Don't worry about people's reactions.
Yeah, you do you. Now, where's my check?
And let them do them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get rich enough and you never have someone tell you no. You start doing crazy shit, you know?
Yep. Like, you don't think of how it might affect people.
Yeah, because you don't know about other people's react. Like I said, you never, you know, like I said, that's why Donald Trump thinks he can be president, because he never had no one around him that isn't accepting a check saying, that's a bad idea, Donald.
I do agree.
You know?
Yep.
That's
it's
why.
Not like he would listen anyway.
Yeah, even if you did say, even if you did say it's a bad idea, there's 20 guys behind him. Oh, that guy's an asshole. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. You know? Like Kanye West. Look how fucking egocentric that crazy fucker is. Shit, if Donald Trump becomes president in 2016, Kanye might be able to be president in 2020 for all I know.
Could be correct about that.
Yeah, if Donald can do it, why can't Kanye? He asked what's his name from Facebook for $1 billion to spread the gift of Kanye a couple weeks ago. Remember?
$1 billion.
Yeah. What's that guy from Facebook's name again?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, whoever's out there, just give me like $100,000 and I'll spread the gift of We Are a Podcast for even less. I'm working at like 1% of what Kanye wants. And I'll do a lot better job. I don't like fingers in my booty. So he's been going off on that. You seen that?
No, I haven't seen anything about it, actually. I didn't even know this was going on.
Kanye West's ex-girlfriend or whatever, I guess was pissed off at him, so she put on Twitter that like he liked a finger in his asshole. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Kanye's been doing what he's known to do and getting drunk and going up to nightclubs and just ripping off the mic and going into nightclubs going, I like fingers in my ass. That bitch be lying. And you know, because we live in the digital age, everyone has cell phones in their pockets and shit. So
Of
people.
course, somebody's going to cash in on that.
Oh yeah, Kanye West is talking about fingering his asshole. I'm whipping out my cell phone too. But yeah, there's like 2 or 3 different videos I've seen online where he's obviously drunk, and nobody's even like no one even knows he's
have security with him or nothing.
Well, it's Kanye West. If I was a DJ and Kanye West wants to get on stage, I'm going to let Kanye West get on stage, especially if he's talking about having fingers in or not in his butthole. You think I'm going to let him not do that? But yeah. Right, Phil? If Kanye West kicked in my door and started like, okay, I'm gonna let you finish the podcast. I'm gonna let you finish the podcast. But first, I do not like fingers in my asshole. I just want to get that straight. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Sorry about your door. Here's $100. I do not like fingers in my asshole. Y'all can finish your podcast now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but I don't have fingers in my ass. You see a finger in my ass? I guess not, Mr. Kanye. Okay, sorry. Y'all can finish your podcast now.
I can't tell.
Bend over. Right, Phil? But you think, like I said, you think I'm going to stop that? Oh, no.
That's crazy.
Well, like I said, you get enough yes men around you, you get crazy shit like that going on. Yeah. But yeah, Phil, if I was a DJ, I would hope I had security. But if security looked at me and was like, Kanye West wants to come on stage, I'd be like, come on.
Bankrupt boy.
Yeah.
He was bankrupt boy.
Yeah. I don't know about that either. I think he probably, I don't know. Fuck
He
it.
spent too much making his shoe line like the game did. Shoe line.
Phil, he's going to come up on stage and rip this mic out of Taylor Swift's hand and be like, hold on. And you didn't hear about him going off on the backstage of Saturday Night Live?
I heard about the meltdown.
Yeah, I can't.
You got the meltdown?
Yeah, they changed he was performing on Saturday Night Live, and they changed the set on him. Like, because I guess, like, the lighting was wrong or something, like, there'd be a glare on the camera, so they moved some shit around.
Huh.
I don't know the whole story, because I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since, like, fucking 2002. So, I don't know.
I'll watch that.
It's still on, yeah. But, yeah, I guguess they changed some shit around on his stage, and he's like, no, I'm an artist, you don't fucking, that's my art, you don't fucking change my art, I'm 50% more influential than fucking everybody, Mussolini, yeah. And like I said, I guess there was like a guy in the back. Like I said, there was like a fucking stagehand, like, turn my phone on, put it in my pocket, and hope he doesn't notice me. But yeah. Yeah. And like Ryan Reynolds, his Deadpool goes back to Deadpool because that's the biggest thing right now.
It is. Just smashed everything.
Yeah, there's some kind of petition that people are putting on to have Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds as the character of Deadpool, be Deadpool and host Saturday Night Live. Get it? Because Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and it's a live action show. And I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool did this whole thing where he mocks Kanye West's breakdown. And he's, because Kanye West goes like, I'm 54% influential than any creator in this world, for the next 1,000 years, apparently. For the next 1,000 years, people are going to raise the lyrics of Kanye West. So for 1,000 years, people are going to grace the lyric. Now, I ain't saying she no gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. It's going to be remembered for the next 1,000 years, Phil.
Record skip.
Right. That lyric is going to go down in the test of time for 1,000 years, apparently. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds put out a video of him as Deadpool going, I'm 54% more influential than MC Hammer. More, yeah, more influential than Wolverine will ever be. Do not fuck with me. Go look that up, people. That's pretty funny if you haven't already seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, Phil, I'm going to have to show you it.
Sounds exceptional, though. Sounds like
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like I said, it was some stagehand probably turned on his, everyone's got a, that's the great thing about
everybody's got a phone now.
Yeah, everyone's got a fucking camera, phone, recording.
Thingamajiggy or something.
Yeah,
now.
recording device in their pocket. So, unless you're stupid, you shouldn't go off on crazy rants like that in public. Because there's someone going to be like, Siri, record!
Mm-hmm.
It's
the modern age now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Fuck Kanye West. Fuck Jaden Smith. Fuck Donald Trump especially. Fuck that shit. But I don't know if we're going to talk about, after we went off that tangent, I don't know, Suicide Squad 2, I haven't even seen the first one yet, so who even knows if it's worth a sequel. Just cash in that bank. At least Deadpool waited till it got its first week's money before they're like, yeah, we're doing it too.
Well, they're expecting big things for the Suicide Squad.
They're expecting bigger things from the Suicide Squad than the Justice League or Batman v Superman Dawn. It sounds like sometimes.
I mean, they didn't even stop to say, yeah, this is a good start right here. Let's do a sequel. Right about that.
Yeah, like I'm saying, it's not even out of the. Like I said,
just to see how much they could make, just to put into the next one at least.
Well, like I said last week, we were talking about Rated R might be the next big thing for comic book movies. Todd McFarlane's like, hey, Spawn over here, guys.
I still need money too.
Yeah, hey.
Remember Spawn, please?
I get sued a lot. But if you're going to make a rated R supervillain property, especially like a dark anti-hero property, the Suicide Squad is perfect for that.
It is.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to see a rated R Superman movie, but a rated R Suicide Squad movie makes sense because these people have, we don't know. Maybe in this version they don't. But maybe that's why. Maybe they're just put on they put trackers in them or something, and they let them go free. But someone figures out how to rip the tracker out and then goes on a murder spree. So in the sequel, they're like, okay, we're putting trackers in this time, but if you fuck with them, they blow your fucking head off.
We suspect tampering.
Yeah. How do you like a coconut? All over the wall? So, hey, maybe. Hey, like I said, DC, holler at your boy. I figured that shit out in 5 seconds.
Well, I like them rare.
Or, what was the line from 3,000 Miles to Graceland? Don't move or I'll splatter your cherry pie over that fucking wall. All over that fucking wall. Back when Kurt Russell was still a badass. What are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
Like I said, the one reason I haven't talked about the Deadpool trailer up until the day it came out, and another, we talked about for a second or two on one show, that Ghostbusters is getting rebooted, or I don't know, a trailer just came out, and I guess it's the reboot, maybe sequel of the Ghostbusters franchise. Because shit, if we're making a Nicktoons movie at this point, why not fucking make a Ghostbusters movie?
Makes sense.
Yeah, because remember when you were 10? Do you want to pay an extra
little?
Just a little bit, huh? But one reason why I don't like talking about this kind of stuff until you can see, this is my greatest example. When Michael Bay was first talking about the Ninja Turtles reboot, he said that they were going to be aliens. And people flipped the fuck out on the internet. And then you saw the movie. They weren't really aliens. They were still mutants. The movie still sucked.
did.
But what are you gonna do?
But it has his name on it. It's like, but his name is on it.
Yeah,
Right, his name.
yeah. I hate it automatically just because Michael Bay is on it.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't. It's not. Well, Phil, you saw the movie. The movie's still a piece of crap.
It was. Still wasn't good.
Yeah, that's what. Like I said, oh, Phil, we finally get to see Bebop, Rocksteady, and Crane, but it's the sequel to a movie that sucked already. So what can I expect from the sequel?
Not to be too great.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't like to talk about stuff till you can see some kind of physical evidence of it, which is goes good because of trailers. And the trailers for the new Ghostbusters movie came out. That's supposed to be the all-female cast. Which, when this came out, just like the Ninja Turtle thing, people freaked the fuck out because it was like, what? Ghostbusters are all girls now? Even though Janine's been a Ghostbuster before? Ah, my penis! I have a penis!
Totally even called that happening before it was even talked about coming out.
I have a penis, therefore the characters I only like have penises! So, that was one of the reasons why like I said, you haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to judge on something. And deep down, I don't really give two shits that the Ghostbusters are all girls now. That doesn't really have any kind of personal effect on me.
Some ghosts are gonna get killed, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna go kill ghosts.
Yeah, as long as it's scientist people shooting science at ghosts. As long as it's people shooting science at magic, that's kind of what Ghostbusters has always been to me, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Classic.
as long as they're not like, after they beat a bunch of ghosts, they're like, now let's go eat ice cream and talk about our boyfriends. Because you know how much I hate that shit, Phil.
Not chick flick Ghostbusters, no.
Yeah, as long as they don't do that, I don't really care that they're girls, you know? Like I said, that's one reason why I can't get into the new Supergirl TV show. We watched a couple of episodes together, and then they end it with, oh, we just had a big emotional struggle, now let's eat ice cream. Because that's what girls do. They
switch ice creams.
That is such a fucking such a played out stereotype that I fucking hate so much. It just drags me out of a show so bad. Like I said, as long as it doesn't have a scene where the Ghostbusters beat a ghost, then they're in their PJs having pillow fights, eating ice cream, I'm fine with it. It doesn't matter if they're all girls to me, as long as they don't do that. But like I said, it's never really bothered me that it's an all-female cast this time. Do you have any kind of opinion on that?
I kind of called it before they were even talking about it. I was like, they should do a Ghostbusters movie that's all female. So I kind of really called it before they were even talking about it for a bit.
Well, that's the other thing, too. Like, I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, it never happened in the movies, but Janine, their secretary, slash 911 ghost caller, answer phoner person, when someone was injured or shit got real, she put on the proto pack too and went out ghost hunting.
She did.
So it's not like girls have never been Ghostbusters,
Well, obviously they can do it just as well as the men.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but yeah, basically, they're going to go out and they're going to hunt some ghosts down and they're going to kill ghosts. You're not really missing nothing. Yeah, they're just female.
Yeah, like I said, as long as it's science being shot at magic, that's what I always liked about Ghostbusters. Like, in Extreme Ghostbusters 2, I can't remember the one character who's like, this class is because they all take Peter Bakeman's science class because it's an easy A because no one ever shows up, like, except for maybe 5 people, so he just passes everyone so he can keep his job more or less.
Need that paycheck.
Yeah. And someone asked, well, why did you take this class? It's like, the guy has physical proof that ghosts exist. That isn't fascinating to you?
Should be.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's one reason why I always like Ghostbusters. So it doesn't really bother me that they're all... I need to quit saying that. It doesn't really bother me. And people freak out. Like the same thing when Thor became a girl. Like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's the end of Thor. It doesn't matter that Thor was a frog at one point or Thor was a fucking horse-faced alien. Now that he has boobs and I have a penis, I don't like him anymore, or I don't like the character anymore. I don't.
Ruin Thor.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I think it's exciting. They look pretty original with the outfits they had on.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting into the trailer talk, but a little more history into this. They've been trying to do this movie.
So did the car.
Yeah. Harold Ramis has been trying to get Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd, who did the original two. They've been trying to get this movie done since like the fucking 90s. But Bill Murray, you know, like you said, Bill Murray wanted that Oscar. You know, he don't give. You know, Bill Murray got money, so he don't give two shits about Ghostbusters.
Oscar
No,
boy.
yeah. So unfortunately, they were never able to get it off the ground because Bill Murray never wanted to return. I guess
You don't want to pay me enough.
it's not that he didn't want to get paid enough.
I thought it was.
Nah, Phil. Like I said, he still got money from the '80s. Why do you think he was doing Caddyshack and shit?
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
That's a great classic.
Yeah, but Bill Murray was smart and saved his money, but he wants to be recognized now and get that Oscar before he cashes out.
Groundhog's Day.
Oh, Roundhouse Day too. Yeah, yeah.
It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. But at the same time, he won't do Ghostbusters 3, but he did Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh well. But unfortunately, Harold Ramis unfortunately passed away, so that more or less, like, okay, we're more or less going to reboot it now. They just, like I said, they've been talking about this for fucking years now. They finally released the trailer. I don't know. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? We're gonna talk about the trailer now. You want me to go first, or you go first? The trailer just came out not too long ago. And like I said, now that we finally can see some stuff, I feel a little more comfortable talking about it. And I don't know, it didn't really look that bad to me, really. That's the thing too. It starts off with the Inception part. The sound effect that changed movie trailers forever. But, 20 years ago, 4 scientists saved New York from ghosts. And then they cut to the new Ghostbusters setting up their little team. They're talking about how they've been studying the paranormal their whole life.
They're the best.
Yeah, and they're the best. And this is being done by the guy that did Bridesmaids.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably why it's an all-female cast, too, because the guy does good female-based comedies, I guess. Phil Fig? Is that how you say that? Right there, director. Phil Fig?
Phil Feig.
Oh, Phil. Oh, damn, Phil.
It's Feig.
Yeah. Yeah, it's by the director that did Bridesmaid, Phil Feig. That's probably why Melissa McCarthy's in this, too, because she was pretty much she was the funniest part of Bridesmaids, who's gonna lie.
Puppies.
Turns out I'm more of a thigh puppy kind of person. Went a little bit overboard.
I took 7 of them.
Yeah, I took 7.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, and even from the trailers, like I said, I'm getting tired of that Inception farts in every fucking trailer. See, forever.
Remember, there was one trailer, I can't remember what movie it was, but it was nothing but Inception farts.
Yeah.
Like, they'd show something, then it'd go, okay, I get it. Dang, that's like 7 times.
Phil, they're here. Yeah. Kanye West thinks he's the most influential person for the next 1,000 years, but the Inception part, that's the world. That's the true inspiration.
It's like the John Cena of movies.
And its name is Brain.
Inception fart noise.
Brain.
Gonna get into the ring with John Cena.
Actually, one thing I will give it is they start off right first with they found a ghost, and she's like some I don't know, like skeleton lady in like a gown or something, and they're trying to make contact with her, and the ghost pukes up some. She goes all exorcist on her and pukes up some green slime and shit.
Pea soup.
Yeah, pea soup.
Classic.
Chunky ham style. But go figure, Phil. The special effects from 1984 don't look as good as they do in 2016. But the ghosts that they showed looked really fucking cool, actually.
It did look cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the way it looked.
Yeah, I'll give them that. They gave us, plus you also get to see, what was it, Uncle Slam, Slender Man.
Yep. The Slender Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Phil, the Slender Man.
Walking over everybody.
Yeah, Slender Man's been haunting us, Phil. You never should have brought that shit up, man.
That doesn't like the Slender Man anymore.
Ever since you said that shit, I see shit out of the corner of my eyes every now and then. Like, fucking, I hear scratching on my windows and crap.
You're okay, as long as you don't have any pills in here.
Well, I'm not a 14-year-old girl either. That's why I wonder why he keeps messing with me.
That's true.
I'm way past the age of 14, dude, and this is a dick. That might have been rude to the... She survived. Good for her. Fuck the Slender Man, right, Phil?
Yeah.
She kicked his ass.
True that.
My apologies to the family.
Slender Man ain't shit.
Plus this time, instead of having they show the new Ecto 1, instead of being an old ambulance from like the 50s, now it's a hearse, a Cadillac hearse. Come on, Phil, that's awesome.
Ever.
Phil, you know what would be even more awesome? Is you know how there's that little rack on the back of a hearse where you pull it out and it slides out the hearse? They pull it out, they slide out, it slides out the coffin. They pull it out, it slides out a coffin, and they open it up, and that's where they keep all the proton packs and ghost catchers and shit,
That'd be classic.
That'd be so awesome if in the back they had an actual hearse or an actual coffin, but that's where they keep the proton packs and stuff inside of a coffin in the back of their Ecto 1 hearse. Or, well, if it is a sequel to the original Ghostbusters, they call it the Ecto 2 hearse. Right? But I don't know. I thought the trailer looked pretty awesome. Didn't really show too much. Well, they did show a little too much. Like, we see some ghosts. Slimer's going to be back. Slimer's been the ghost of the franchise since the fucking franchise.
He had to be in it, though.
Yeah.
He had to show up.
Yeah. But, the one thing I wanted to complain about was, Phil, you and I talked about this. Well, plus we get to see Thor for a hot fucking second kicking the door. A hot fucking second, Phil. But, Melissa McCarthy's character, I can't remember what her name was in the trailer. I only watched it like 3 times. But she mentions that ghosts can possess people. And they show her get possessed right after that in the trailer. And then,
Turned her head.
yeah, she's clearly possessed because they do the exorcism head twist and everything.
Another exorcism thing.
Yeah, you're right. Green Pew.
It's like the second one, man.
Yeah, that's just in the trailer. You're right. There's a lot of exorcism in here. Green Pew, head twisted.
Her head twisted backwards.
You think her mother's going to suck cocks in hell?
Yes. No.
Nah, no, probably not. I think this is rated like probably PG-13, if not PG. Yeah, they do the exorcism bit, and Michelle, she's like I said, she's twisting her head around, and Leslie Jones, who is
More stuff.
yeah, I know. Hopefully she pukes on everyone. That'd be awesome.
Got one of them.
Yeah. Leslie Jones, who's I don't know. We got it. It was all female. There was one black person on the original Ghostbusters. We got to throw in another token black person. So I guess it's hers, but she's playing Amard Hudson's character on the shit in the Ghostbusters, I guess.
The tallest one.
Yeah. Well, they even have the bit in the trailer where she's like, "You guys are the scientists, but I know New York," and she's the one that acquires the Cadillac for them so they can get around town. You know, just like Amar Hirsch or Amar Hudson was the everyman. You know, because he joined the Ghostbusters.
Can't work without me.
Yeah, he joined the Ghostbusters originally just because he was looking for a job. You know, and in this, it looks like she sees ghosts. It looked like she worked in the subway, and she sees ghosts, and then maybe she's at a diner like freaking out or something, and she hears the new Ghostbusters talking about ghosts, and she's like, "Y'all gonna fight ghosts? Ghosts just scared the shit out of me, and I want to kick their ass, so I'm gonna help you people out." But yeah, you get to see her. Phil, apparently, you can just bitch slap a fucking ghost out of someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, like I said,
that was easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why did you show that one of the Ghostbusters gets possessed in the trailer? You think you want to say that for the movie?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah.
But it only happened for a couple seconds.
Well, that's what.
Even that long.
Well, that's what you're saying. Remember, off Mike, you're like, well, maybe it only happens for like that one scene. It only happens for like 5 minutes, so it's not that big of a plot point or something.
Yep. Then later, maybe they go hunt it down.
Well, I'm sure they are. If a ghost possessed me, I'm gonna fucking track it down.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know, I don't know. I like the Ghostbusters, but I'm not a huge enough fan where I'm like, oh my god, I gotta see this no matter what. In the trailer, it looked alright. It didn't really like knock me off my seat or nothing. I had a couple of quick chuckles in it, but
Guns are just gonna light up the theater.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna look pretty.
I don't know if it's gonna be in 3D, but this one might be the one to see in 3D, just so you can see those fucking beams shooting at your face. Yeah,
that would be sweet.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, it didn't really knock me off my. Nothing out of it really knocked me off my seat, and really made me like. It looked okay. When it comes out, I'll probably rent it like the Ninja Turtle. Well, I don't want to compare it to the Ninja Turtle movie because I rented it just because I like the Ninja Turtles and it sucked. And maybe I'll rent this and I'll be like, it was okay.
Maybe.
What do you think? Final thoughts?
I think it might be worth seeing one time. I'd like to go see it one time.
Like I said, like a rental or something. Well, I don't want to, like I said, I haven't. Maybe it won't suck and maybe it will be worth more than a rental, but I don't know.
I'd probably just give it a rental. One timer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See it once, then done.
That's what I'm saying. That trailer, it doesn't look bad, but it's nothing like, oh my god, I gotta rush out and see this, you know?
True.
Oh, Phil, look at us talking about like they're just banking on nostalgia now. Like I said, we're getting old now. Like I said, they're making the Nicktoons, Roger Rabbit ripoff. Well, not ripoff, but you know how they're making the Nicktoon movies where all the Nicktoon characters are going to meet each other.
Yep.
Disney bought Star Wars to bring back Star Wars. Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles gets rebooted every 10 fucking years. Like I said, Phil, Ninja Turtles started off grim and gritty and violent.
I remember.
But they've been selling Ninja Turtles to 5-year-olds forever.
It's true.
So as long as there's 5-year-old kids, or 5-year-old boys especially, there's going to be Ninja Turtles. Same with Spider-Man. But like I said, they're rebooting everything. Like I said, one of our favorites from our childhood was Hey Arnold!
Hey Arnold!
Move it, football head! Here we go. And we were talking about this. Samurai Jack's even coming back. not as a reboot, but it's coming back as like a continuation. But I guess Hey Arnold's coming back in a reboot too, as a movie, I guess, because I guess Nickelodeon's trying to make movie money now. Well, they did the Hey Arnold movie to begin with, which was okay.
Apparently, it can only hold as a movie, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Fantastic, that's getting a movie.
well, more Hey Arnold. You know, I love me some Hey Arnold.
You can't hold on the show.
Get my vein ready. Oh, Phil, give me a belt. So,
Give me a rubber band.
find the sweet spot, baby. Oh, hit me with that '90s nostalgia. Oh,
Hit me with that funky cow juice.
hit me with that fucking damn juice. But I think we mentioned this before that they were going to do a Hey Arnold movie that was going to tell us what finally happened to his deadbeat fucking parents. Calling Phil heroin overdose. I'm calling.
No, I thought it was a plane crash.
Oh yeah, right. We were talking about Peter Parker's parents were Shield agents and they died in a plane crash, and Hey Arnold's were Shield agents that were on the same plane. Yeah, we talked about this before. You're right. Now I remember.
Oh yeah.
How awesome would that be? Then Nick, because Arnold's he's a little techno nerd. Remember, he fucking tricked out his
jazz nerd,
little jazz hippie techno nerd.
It's like, where's his beanie?
Yeah. Because remember, he had that remote that like he could fucking turn on his jazz music, his lights.
Yep, that's pretty tricked out, man.
Have his couch pull out and shit. Didn't Helga sleep in that couch for like 2 days, hiding from him in his room or something?
Yep, at least.
She
was all gritty when she came out.
That was a weird fucking episode. Yep. Didn't she break into his room like 2 or 3 times?
Yeah.
I
remember she was trying to get that book.
Oh, right. I need to rewatch Hey Arnold again.
Yep, and then remember she had his hat that one time, and she saw how it destroyed him and all that, and she started to feel guilty.
Oh, right, she had that poetry of Helga writes.
Last page.
Yeah, Helga writes love poetry, and Arnold was like, "Hey guys, some chicks thinks I'm this hot," so because like I said, he's a little jazz hipster, so he's reading out poetry, and rather than in real life getting beat up like a normal jazz hipster would today, all the girls and all the boys are like, "Oh my God, Arnold, this chick thinks you're so hot." And rather than read them all in private, he reads them one a day, and at the last page, Helga actually signed her name, and she has to get the book back before he gets to that last page. You know, your classic sitcom scenario. Does that make sense in real life that Arnold wouldn't read it all in public or read it all in private, get to the last page and like, Helga Pataki? But instead he's like, no, I'm going to read them all once a day and show off to the fucking crowd.
Yeah, it is true. Let's not just flip to the back page and see what's there.
Yeah.
I think if you read something that bizarre once, you'd wonder, damn, what's at the back of this page?
Yeah, especially if they're clearly love poems about you, right?
Yeah.
One of my also favorites was Eugene.
Jinx.
Yeah, the kid with the head that looks like an open can of whatever. Everyone thinks he's a jinx, but he thinks he's not the jinx. He thinks Arnold's the jinx, and Arnold's always doing bad shit to him. And then Arnold has flashbacks of like, oh my God, Eugene's right. Everything that bad happens to him, it happened because of me. Inception.
Inception fall.
Oh, and Arnold's gym coach, who was voiced by Dave Belushi, the not funny Belushi brother. That's the only time he was funny. He was like, Arnie, you gotta help me. My marriage is falling apart, and for some reason, only your 12-year-old youthful acting can save my marriage.
Yeah. Wayne, come back, Wayne.
Remember one of them was he just kept taking I can't remember name of the gym coach, but the gym coach was so competitive that he couldn't let his wife win at anything, so they kept taking him to arcade games. It was like, just lose. We'll save your marriage. Will be safe if you can admit defeat and let your wife beat you at something.
Yep.
And he's like, no, I'm a man. I have a penis.
Remember, he slid it out of the way and let her win.
Yeah, he finally did at the end. Yeah. Well, Phil, that's the thing. Everyone.
Arnold, do the right thing. Arnold does the right thing.
Arnold was more fucking Jesus in that show. Everyone had a problem. They go to fucking Arnold.
He should have had blowjobs from all of those people by now.
Didn't the fucking principal go nuts too or something, and Arnold pulled him out of it?
Yeah, probably.
I can vaguely remember that. I remember he turned Monkey Man, this fucking crazy guy with a fucking bath towel tied around his neck, throwing bananas at people, saying he was a superhero named Monkey Man into a fucking... He was the original Kim Kardashian. Remember, he was famous for doing nothing other than going, I'm Monkey Man! So one of my favorites, though, probably one of the most depressing if you actually think about it. You remember Pigeon Man?
Yep. Suicide guy.
Yeah.
I knew he jumped. That was a bunch of talk shit right
there. Yeah. Spoilers for those of you who don't know. Pigeon Man was an episode where there was this abandoned building that some crazy guy named the Pigeon Man, obviously, turned it more or less into a giant fucking pigeon coop. And a lot of people hate humanity in that show. Monkey Man, yeah, a lot of people hate that humanity and go crazy. Monkey Man, Stoop Kid, afraid to leave his stoop. Curly, Pigeon Man.
Eugene when he went bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say, even Eugene went bad, remember?
Yep, got tired of it one day.
Put on a leather jacket and started chewing on a toothpick like a...
And remember, Arnold was stealing stuff.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Remember, he met that gang and he was stealing stuff.
Well, they were threatening to beat his ass, though, if he didn't. Yeah, he wasn't doing it because he wanted to. He was doing it because he liked his teeth. But, yeah. Pigeon Man more or less hated humanity. But Arnold, like I said, always cures everything. Took him to a pizza parlor. He had some pizza. Was like, oh, maybe humans ain't so bad. Yeah. And what happened while he's gone? Fucking Harold and his two other thugs, I can't remember their names.
Punk Stinky and Punk Sid.
Yeah. Go to Pigeon Man's chicken coop pigeon coop and trash everything, and they rip up all of his bird seed and wreck all of his hard work. And Pigeon Man goes back to, his squad, I guess. And he sees that all of his shit's arrived, and his pigeons are all like, What the fuck? Holy shit!
We're out.
Yeah, they all freak the fuck out, and they're all flying off. Because, remember, he used to put his hand out, and like a bunch of pigeons laying down his arm, and now they're not doing it. And then he gives that whole big speech about how he's not meant to live in this world, and see, Arnold, you show me
people that don't understand.
Yeah. Pigeons. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. He's more or less telling Arnold that people suck, and he relates more to pigeons than he does to people. And Arnold's like, well, I'll help you fix up the joint. I'll help you. We'll fix this place up. And he's like, no.
Try.
Yeah. Then he jumps off the building. And, of course, because it's a children's cartoon, a bunch of pigeons grab these little... Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, a bunch of pigeons grab these... Yeah, a bunch of pigeons grab all these little metal rings on them, and they're able to pick them up, and they fly away to a better tomorrow, I guess. Or he just straight up jumped off that building and fucking killed himself. Oh, Phil, spoilers for Birdman. Birdman ripped off Hey Arnold!
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the same end of the Birdman, isn't it? I just thought of that while we're talking about it.
Yep, that's what she sees, him fly in there.
Yeah, except for he doesn't get picked up by pigeons, but the same thing happens. He goes on Birdman, jumps off a building, and she doesn't see him die. She sees him fly off. But same ending, right?
Yep.
Holy fuck! Mind's blown. Phil, Inception far. Holy fuck, Phil, we just broke some shit. Well, the Illuminati's gonna kick in my door. Holy fuck, holy fuck, Phil, I never thought about that, but holy shit, you're right. Man won a fucking Oscar, right?
I watched.
Yeah, I watched it too. It was pretty good. Uh, Birdman's old Batman going like, "Yeah, you're old Batman. Get used to it. No one ever remembers you for anything other than that, Mister Mom." Like I said, Phil, Nickelodeon is just like we'll bank on that nostalgia. Don't. Hopefully they don't bring back fucking Rugrats all grown up or Rocket Power. Don't no one need to remember that shit.
True.
For the Brothers Flub, Mr. Meaty,
Bring back the borrowers.
but ugly Martians. There we are, the Martians. But back in the day, they had when Nickelodeon was trying to get some ladies bent down. Animation fucking cost money, but that shit expensive. But you know what's cheap? Selling out the sponsors for some quick cash and having kids sign up for free for the chance to win a fucking game of Twister. And that's where games like Double Dare and Guts.
Wild and retarded kids.
Yeah,
Wild and crazy kids.
Yeah, Wild and Crazy. Oh, Wild and Crazy Kids was awesome. But one of the ones with a bit of a bigger production cost was, remember, Olmec and the what was it? I forgot the name. The Temple. What was the Temple? Dude, that's an idiot.
The Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah. Olmec and the Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh man, I love that one.
Yeah, remember that shit?
Where you run through the maze,
Yeah,
hit different buttons and stuff.
yeah. Kids had to go through a couple different trials. They had to go through like some.
Fun.
They had to go through some physical challenges. You know, your rough stuff. You know, because the gimmick was Olmec, who's this giant stone talking head, not a giant stoner who's a talking head, a giant slab of rock that is a talking head. As a mystical item, or not mystical item, but a historical item hidden in his legendary temple, and you have to, you and a buddy are a team, and you have to go through his trials, go through the hidden temple, solve the puzzles of the hidden temple, collect the historical item, and then you win a fucking game of Twister. Like I said, you win some crap fucking prize. But they're taking that and making it into a movie film. You
I don't
know?
know how they're gonna do that.
Well, from the synopsis is I don't know, two kids. They're Kid Indiana Joneses. Meet Olmec, the fucking talking stonehead, and it tells them about a mystical temple that they have to go through to find some kind of item. It's Indiana Jones meets what's that one with Nicolas Cage?
National Treasure.
National Treasure, yeah. It's Indiana Jones meets National Treasure. It's Temple of Doom and Indiana Treasure, or National Treasure. And over the course of their adventure, they're going to meet Silver Snake, Orange Baboon. You know, the team. Yeah.
Humongous.
They're going to meet the fucking. Because remember, the team names were the fucking Orange Snakes and the Silver Baboons and all that shit.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember now, but.
Yeah, remember that was the. Yeah, instead of Team Red, you were the Red Gorillas or something. I can't remember either. But. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I like I haven't watched it. God, yeah, I can't remember the last time I watched it. Really, it's probably early teens, maybe 13, 14-ish on Nicktoons at your house. But it's a fucking, like I said, it's a fucking children's game show.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, how they making that? They're making that into a. I don't know. Like I said, I guess you could do it. You know, fucking. You know what you do? You make Olmec like a little tiki necklace that talks. And he tells them about the Deus Machina that they have to find in the legendary temple, right? And then brother-sister team have to go to the legendary temple, and Olmec will give them like riddles and shit to help them solve the puzzle. Like Goonies, but probably nowhere near as good. Right?
Right.
Yeah. That's how you... Yeah. That's pretty much how I see the only way this is happening. But, I don't know, man. I like Temple of Doom as a kid. I have no interest in seeing it as a movie. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think I need to see it as a movie. That's what I thought. I don't know how they're going to do anything with it.
Well, like I said, kids find magic.
I don't know why people still care about that, really.
Well, I doubt that anyone does care about it. Hayden Arnold still has somewhat of a fan base, so I could see why you would do that. But, like I said, you own the property. It's just sitting around. You might as well do something with it, I guess, is the idea. And Phil, children's adventure movies, like I said, Goonies, Bad News Bears. Who doesn't love seeing kids, Scooby-Doo? Who doesn't love seeing kids solve mysteries and fight supernatural shit, right?
They look like hobos now.
Yeah. But that's almost a subgenre in itself. Paranorman. You ever seen Paranorman?
Yeah.
I like Paranorman.
I remember it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'd rather see them bring back Guts. That way you can have kids climbing a fake ass mountain while grown men are throwing foam rocks at them at the as hard as they can. But I don't know. Like I said, when are we getting that Mr. Meaty reboot, Phil? When's the CG Real Monsters? When's the CG?
Never.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one. Even Nicktoon or even Nickelodeon don't like talking about Mr. Meaty. But when we get in that CG reboot of Real Monsters, Phil, on this episode we talked a lot about overreactions, slight sexism undertones. And having to let go and nostalgia in general.
It's insane.
Insanity. But, I don't know. I don't really care if the Ghostbusters are girls. Doesn't really make a difference.
No, they're going to go kill ghosts. That's what we came to see.
Yeah.
It's still what we came to see.
And it
They're
doesn't.
going to go hunt down a ghost and they're going to kill it.
And as long as that remains true, and if you can find somewhere and someone loving and safe to put your genitals into, what does anything really matter? And with that being said, this is the end of We Are Podcast 44. The only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. My name is Matt.
My name's Phil, the creator of the Overlord Tank Group. Thanks for enjoying the episode with us here tonight.
And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can follow us on SoundCloud. Like, share, favorite, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave a question, comment, or email at the letter R, podcast@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Matt of We Are Pod on Twitter. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, this is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast, let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast, It's an internet talkie show. We are podcast. You know the mouse knows. We are podcast. So look up an episode and that's the show.